Let's get it on. Forget the loss, the money. We're in this together and through it all. They said that nothing's forever, and they refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up?
The center of the ring.
We're live now. Cut out. cut out. Slack it. Oh, yes, guys. Welcome, PWF fans, to our show. This is the WWE Payback review. None other. You want to be here, so sit back, relax, have your popcorn, your crisps, whatever junk food you want, and watch our show. And make sure you do follow us on Twitter at PWF as well. Like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. Of course, you should join our group as well to discuss any wrestling to do with WWE, of course, TNA, Ring of Honor, Indies. There's Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. That's the group, and you really should. Why not and click that subscribe button right now, because you'll be missing tons of our thoughts on rumours, our reviews, and fans' questions.
Me, and that's all that really matters. So hit that subscribe button just for me.
Okay. Not for him, but for the real guy here, for the real last man guy here.
It's for Doc Gallows. Hit that subscribe button for Doc.
Yeah. For the Bullet Club, Yeah. So, first off, yep, I'm the host, of course. I'm Adam, aka Captain Awesome. Would love to join the Bullet Club, maybe. I'm still thinking about it, but my PWF Bullet Club team are in the building. They're ready. They are loaded, and you can see by their faces they're ready to shine. We got Mr. Doc Gallows in the house, and your plug-in.
Yeah, you could follow me on Twitter at BigBoy60, and then like my Facebook page at Wrestling Wonders.
Yeah, better, because, you know, Doc Gallows will just kick your ass all the way to Japan. But we move to the other Bullet Club member. We've got the Arabian Wolf, Paul Jazer. Yeah, he's ready.
What's going on, ladies and gents? You know, crazy show last night, so much to go over, so I'm really excited to get the ball rolling here. You guys can follow me on Twitter, _ Arabian Wolf, or add me on Facebook at Paul Jazer, aka Prince.
Yeah, you can do that. Better. But, yeah, let's get the show on the road. We're waiting. So, we do it, do the payback, is it the pre-show first? So the pre-show match, even though I didn't even care and didn't really watch it, but it was the mask versus hair match, El Torito versus Hornswoggle, you know. No, there's not much for me to say about it. I know who won, you know. Obviously, I predicted El Torito would win. He won with, you know, springboard, moonsault. Even though before that, Hornswoggle took his mask off, but he had another mask on. He was like, oh, he's got another mask.
That wasn't his mask, that's just his real face.
Probably, yeah.
The ball, for God's sakes.
Yeah, he's got a ball. I mean, is his tail back to normal? Is he recovered from that?
It's growing back.
It's getting there. The ice pack.
Yeah.
You know, we need the ball there. We need him. Without the ball, there will be no WWE. So,
no.
Pretty much. So, yeah, he won. That means Hornswoggle lost his hair. Yeah, he shaved his hair. Hornswoggle, El Torito shaved his hair. And, yeah. They had to put shaving cream, even though that was it after? He shaved it, they put cream after, they're supposed to before, but okay. But yeah, that's what happened, really. He's bald now, like Doc Gallows, but yeah.
Correction, he's not bald. They just completely butchered
half
his head.
bald.
They just left the back of it, and the whole top is gone. He looks like he's I don't know, Homer Simpson or something.
Homer Simpson, no, he has a bit more hair than Homer Simpson, because they had some hair here, didn't he? But,
kind of
No,
looks like Heisenberg.
he looks like one of those the Freebirds or the what's it called, the 970s classic band or something. Now it looks like a 3MB member, actually, pretty much. We'll put those sunglasses, yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's all I got about that. So if we move on to first off to the dark opinion on the match. You watched it?
Match wasn't good. It was it was kind of boring. The only good spot was one more Hornswoggle did the outside dive. That was it. But other than that, terrible.
Nah. I'm very happy that I didn't see it, really. It was lame. But we move to now Arabian Wolf. Your
You know, I
thoughts?
really got to tell you, I have a lot of remorse for Hornswoggle going out there and doing what he did and shaving his hair bald. You know, as a person that really, is into his hair like he is, that must have been really hard for him to do. It was probably like somewhat like a fear factor stunt to him. But yeah, man, they butchered his hair. They didn't just shave it bald, which would have been better off. They completely butchered it, and it's just like pieces here missing. It's just in patches, which is awful. But I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it for the comedic value. It humored me a little bit. I thought it was okay. They couldn't really do much with the match considering the whole focal point is El Torino and Hornswoggle, but they did work 3 on B and Los Matadores into the picture. I love the diving somersault plank that Drew McIntyre did to the outside, and it gave Hornswoggle the courage to do one too himself, which was pretty cool to see. But I enjoyed it. All three of us predicted El Torito would win overall, so it was okay pre-show. The fans were behind it, but it could have been better.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they did have a good match at Extreme Rules. That's the one I didn't really watch either. I watched the last 5 minutes of it, so that was a better one, but they couldn't repeat that at Payback, so...
I was surprised at that match.
Surprised? What, the one at Extreme Rules or the one...
Yeah, Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it wasn't going to be anything good, but prove me wrong.
I was going to go watch it, and I watched
Yeah,
it.
it did prove me wrong. But they didn't repeat that, so... So if you missed it, don't bother watching. So now we move on to real first match of the night. We had United States Championship on the line. We had Sheamus defending the title against Cesaro. Obviously, Paul Heyman was accompanied by him, his client, and Sheamus had mixed reactions. I think he got more boos, but Paul Heyman, he said, first off, they had a lot of CM Punk chant started when Paul Heyman came out, of course. No surprises there, because he's obviously was the Paul Heyman guy. And he said, he introduced himself. He says he's not here tonight. Obviously, he means CM Punk, of course. He's over at the United Center watching the Black Horse, and he got a pop for that. And then he says watching the Black Horse get their streak broken by the LA Kings, and then it's got the boos, and then that's it really. He said really much about Paul Heyman, about CM Punk. Then he just then Cesaro came out, had the match. It was overall the match was. I think it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a good match. I did predict Sheamus would win, but how he won with a roll up, was kind of a surprise to me because Cesaro was doing that, goes for a giant swing, and then Sheamus was going to do it, and then he kind of played it and then does the roll up. He just pins him. I was really surprised.
Swung him like 20-something times, so...
25 times, I think it was.
25 is what I thought it was, too. Like, I knew it was more than 23.
How did he barely... Oh, I don't know how...
It was just awesome. That's on.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do it after the neutralizer, but Sheamus tried to do it, and then he obviously tricked Cesaro. Roll up. Unusual for Sheamus because he never does roll ups for the pin. Usually the bros kick. But yeah, Sheamus is still the United States champion. That's what you gotta say. Even though I wanted Cesaro to win, but Sheamus wins. But we move to now Billy. You know, your opinion on the match?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match, and Paul Heyman got a lot of heat for
Paul
losing
Heyman,
both
yeah.
seasons fun. And yeah, the match was really good. The ending was a surprise, just a small package. I thought Sheamus was gonna win with like the rope kick, but it kind of surprised me. But overall, it was a really good match to start the show.
Yeah, it was a good start. It was a good match to start really with, and yeah, I mean, Paul Heyman did get, you know, he got popped in the beginning, and they realised they booed him off, and they didn't like what he had to say. But that's Paul Heyman. He can do that. He can switch you. Now we move to Paul. Thoughts on the match and Paul Heyman when he had to.
Paul Heyman is a mastermind. He can evoke any type of reaction from the crowd he prefers to see. And he got cheered, he got booed, he got cheered again, he got booed after that. So he really is a puppeteer and pulling the strings when it comes to a crowd. He's amazing on the microphone, in my opinion, the best manager of all time, and just arguably about probably the best promo of all time as well. He's up there in a lot of categories when it comes to the best of all time. But you know, I loved what he did. I loved how he worked the crowd, and you know, mentioned CM Punk kind of tried to diminish the chance throughout the night, which it did. It worked a lot, it worked in his favor and WWE's favor. Going into the match, you know, I thought it was good. It was a good back and forth contest between the two. Good opening match, aggressive, just like we expected. You know, right out of the bat, they were going at each other hard. You know, I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought it was a good match. You know, considering with them mentioning they want to, you know, at this time, you know, Cesaro's a favorite to win Money in the Bank. You know, I kind of figured Sheamus would retain his title, especially coming off the momentum of beating Bad News Barrett on SmackDown. So, you know, it was kind of self-explanatory for some people, but overall, I thought they did good. I thought it was a good match. I enjoyed it. You know, we all picked Sheamus to win as well, so.
Yeah, we all I think we all predicted that. You know, we got it right again. But you know, as we said, it was it was going head to head, butt to butt. You know, there was really, there were really, you know, badass wrestling. You know, so brutal match it was, but I enjoyed it. But,
I gotta tell you that the
so
roll-up
Cesaro will have a rematch, I'm sure.
yeah, he will. The roll-up at the end was spontaneous. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I know I wasn't.
Well, I wasn't. He never does a roll up, but yeah.
I thought they had like only a good 2 minutes left in the match when he stopped the swing.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I like things like that when you're not expecting it, because everybody else was just expecting a brogue kick.
That's what I did.
I don't see a rematch because they might announce Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I mean, he will get a rematch, but I think probably Shane
Be like, oh,
and then he'll go, but Cesaro will go to the Money in the Bank, and he's a favourite. So.
match will be like on a Raw or SmackDown. It's a rematch.
I thought
Maybe tonight. You don't know. Maybe they have a rematch tonight.
You know, they already announced a match. It was Cesaro and Barrett versus RVD and
Yeah.
Sheamus. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just waiting for the oh my god moment. Like, we haven't seen one in so long, really, on a Raw.
No, we haven't. No.
Like, the first thing that broke the mold, I think, after WrestleMania 30, or before WrestleMania 30, was when Triple H, you know, attacked Daniel Bryan. That's what, ever since then, it's been a lot edgier. A lot more real.
It's reality right now.
Besides last Monday, I was just.
But yeah, let's move on now. Let's go back to the Payback review. We got following that match, we had second match of the night was Ryback against Curtis Axel in a tag team match against Cody Rhodes and Goldust, the Brotherhood, which I didn't expect that was going to happen. They didn't say anything about this match. It was just kind of random, but they did. You know, yeah. I mean, the match overall. I mean, it was decent at how it was. It wasn't very long, but it was alright for it was. I probably thought, you know, Goldust and Cody might probably will lose because Cody's just hitting the melt point. He looks like beaten. He's getting fed up. You know, I thought maybe, you know, they did lose, of course. Ryback, you know, did the shell shock for the win, you know, because Cody was going to do the disaster kick and then he reversed it to the shell shock. He catched him really well. I liked how he catched him. And
Good sequence.
yeah, I thought Ryback did fine. I think he is improved. I like Ryback. I know some people don't, but I think he's alright. Better than Curtis Axel.
He's
That's
alright.
just my opinion. But yeah, I mean, they won Curtis Axel and Ryback. Probably they will get a shot for in the future for the titles with the Usos. But yeah, and after the match, importantly, I thought maybe someone's gonna, I thought Cody Rhodes looks like he was fed up, looked like he was gonna turn heel. Actually, I was waiting for that, turn heel, but he didn't. He didn't. And Goldust tried to talk to him, didn't listen. He said he got the mic. He said that, he needs a better tag team partner than him, and then he walks out. And Goldust looks sad. Like I said,
Poor Goldie.
I felt sorry for him. It was like a heartbreaking moment.
First he gets attacked by Alicia Fox and they keep yelling Coco, and now Cody walks out on him. Man, what a bad week for Goldust.
What is this, a romantic film I'm watching? Like
Yeah,
a heart film?
Goldust is special. Yeah. You mind?
He's like Tin Man. He has a heart. He thinks he has a heart, but overall we move to now. Doc, your opinion?
I don't know. I thought the match was alright. Nothing special for me. I've seen these two tag teams play like that a million times. The heel. I don't know if you call it heel turn, but it was like a PG heel turn stuff.
I don't think. Well,
I don't know if it's a heel turn or it's working as one soon.
It's weird. It's different.
I don't know what to call it. If it's a heel turn or it's just.
He just walked out.
You're not a good tag team partner to me, brother. I'm sorry, we have to break up.
It was kind of strange. I don't know. It didn't look like a heel turn, but
No,
I don't know. Because he just walked out. It looked sad. If he was a heel turn, he'd be pretty angry and attacked. But
that's what they're down, man.
yeah, I mean, Goldust maybe will turn heel. Maybe it's the swerve.
Maybe that's the swerve.
Yeah. I'd like to see actually Goldust as a heel. I think Cody should try and get because I think he got like a little bit of reaction in the match. One spot he did got like a cheers.
Yeah.
If you guys remember his feud with Ahmed Johnson or with Roddy Piper back in the day, man, Goldust is a good heel.
Yeah.
A little sickening, but a good heel.
Fucking weird.
Pretty much, yeah, he is. He's creepy.
Yeah,
he used to be much creepier than he was. He is now.
Weird
Tone it down. But,
The
pretty much.
bizarre one.
Yeah. There's only one Goldie. Love it.
You're lucky
But,
not wearing a wig.
Yeah, I missed that. But now we go to all your thoughts on the match and after. About Cody.
Nobody really knew. I don't think anybody knew that match was gonna happen. It was an impromptu match, Ryback versus the Rhodes Brothers, and I remember they had the backstage segment before, like about 40 minutes before the impromptu match took place at Payback, and when Goldust and Cody walked away to start heading towards the ring, they zoomed in on the Rhodes Brothers shirt, so that kind of indicated to me, maybe a possible breakup or a heel turn by Cody, They go out there. I know a lot of people on C-Double Show last night were saying it was a great match. They were giving it a 4 out of 5, and I just don't really see that. Yeah, I really don't see that.
I didn't see that part.
No disrespect. It's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. No doubt.
Who's that show?
It was okay for an impromptu match, but it was like a 2.5 out of 5, like a 5 out
I
of 5.
didn't say it was a good match.
It wasn't. There's nothing.
Maybe they wasn't watching the same match as I was watching.
There's nothing in that. Just because it's an impromptu match doesn't mean you go out there and shoot for the sky and give it some high rating. They still had time to practice, and they knew what was going to happen in the match, just like any other match. But overall, once I saw them zoom in on the Rhodes Brothers here backstage, it indicated to me that there could be a heel turn tonight, and I remember saying Cody's going to turn on him tonight, and I was wrong. So Cody says brother to brother, gets on the microphone, says brother to brother, you need a new tag team partner, drops the mic and walks out. So a cliche angle would be Cody would turn heel and attack Goldust, and at this point, the majority of fans don't really know what's going on with them. Who knows what they're going to do with this, and we're going to have to wait for tonight to see what plays out. But I'm all for it.
Yeah, because they've been talking about this for months for two brothers to face each other.
Could happen. I mean, I think they should save him till SummerSlam.
Could this be some type of like tactic by Cody to draw Goldust in, make him feel bad, and then attack when Goldust is weak? I think that's what they're gonna do with this.
That could happen, yeah, that's a point. Or maybe a swerve, as I said, Goldust could turn heel. You wouldn't see it coming, just says, I had enough of him grumping like a bitch, you know, and attacks him. You know, that's what he is right now, is crying like a baby and sulking. And not be man enough and stop getting wins, you know, stop blaming himself. Pretty much, yeah, he was a really good healer when he was IC champion. He did really good work. Yeah, that's pretty it. Thoughts on that? Any last thoughts before I move on?
No. Wait for it to play out tonight. See where they go.
Alright. Okay, so following that match, we had the third match of the night. We had Rusev against Big E. You know, Lana obviously came out before Rusev. She says, "America is pathetic." She says she says the entire world laughs at us, but nobody laughs at Russia. Yes. She praises Russian President Vladimir Putin and shows him on the big screen, obviously. And she says you should bow down and respect him. And when Justin Roberts suddenly says Rusev, you know, introduce Rusev with the Russian flag. But I thought Lana would do that because it was a bit weird that Justin Roberts would do it. I thought, one don't Lana finish off, okay. But yeah, she got heat from that as well, of course, like she always does. She looked splendid, she always do. And yeah, she did really well. I mean, she's the America's pathetic. I mean, wow over that. But yeah, she did well. And then obviously Big E came up with the USA flag. He got kind of a pop, actually. First time I heard a pop from him for ages. But he got a pop, of course. But, you know, the match quality of the match was, you know, for what it was a fine match. I liked it, you know, it was kind of, you know, beast versus beast. Wasn't real much wrestling in it. You know, he had that kick. Yeah, super kick from Rusev. It was nasty. I thought maybe he'll pin him, maybe get the win. But no. Pretty much. I mean, one spot I think was it Big E did the spear when Rusev was on the apron. But that was really really awesome. I mean, he did it before to many guys, but he did it to Rusev, made it really impressive. Rusev sold it really well, actually. Lana was like screaming. She was shocked as well. She was like, "Wow, get up!" Like, she was really shocked, pretty much. But you know, Big E, you know, he ends up running in, kicks out of nowhere, goes down from the kick from Rusev, and then Lana says, "Crush!" You know that crush. You know, it's time for Big Rusev to finish meal time or whatever. And, you know, Rusev stomps Big E in the back, then does the Alkalide. Big E taps out. Kind of surprised. I didn't really think Big E would tap out, but it didn't. That's how it is. But overall, I liked the match. It was fine. But we move to now Doc. Thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good hard-hit match. Rusev's super kick to Big E was kind of cool. The spear outside was on the spot. Overall, it was a good hard-hit match. I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be a bad match, but I didn't think it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a pretty okay match, nothing too special, but it was good. You know, I liked it, and did well. They're both doing well, so I can't say just Rusev. But we move to now Paul. Opinion on the match overall.
You know, like I said in the prediction show and a few others, you know, prior to this match, prior to Payback, and even during his Intercontinental title reign, I felt it was lackluster. He was getting a little bit repetitive, and he was starting to, you know, bore me a little bit. But
Yeah.
Going into the match, I said, these guys are both really, really athletic big men. They're both powerful, and they're both very explosive in their wrestling technique, in their style in the ring. And if anything, I thought they would bring out the best in each other. And I thought they did. They went out there, they put on a good show. There were some good spots. Hard hitting. Not a scientifically technical match, but I enjoyed it. Very aggressive, and the spots were done properly. They had good flow throughout the match. I had no problems with it at all. Lana's introduction in the beginning was good, talking about Vladimir Putin like always, and a little confused with Justin Roberts introduced Alexander Rusev, as I wasn't expecting that Big E would be tapping out.
Yeah.
Overall,
Nice.
I wish they got rid of the stupid Kofi Kingston Kane Bo Dallas thing and gave Rusev and Big E more time. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but speaking of Kofi Kingston and Bo Dallas, that was the next match apparently. The next match. Thank you for that, Paul. So yeah, it was the next. Well, it was going to be a match. It was going to be a match. Yeah, it was going to be a match. He did cut a promo. He did rip the Black Hawks, saying that they will lose their match tonight. Match was supposed to, was it the bell rings, or it was going to ring, and then Kane come out, his intro, came down. I was quite surprised. It was, okay, Kane saved the day, pretty much, because I didn't really care about this match, Kofi Kingston against Bo Dallas. I was like, we know who's going to win that. Yeah, he came out. Bo Dallas ran like a puff, to be honest. He ran off. He's a scaredy cat, didn't want to know Kane. He just sat there like he was watching a movie, and then Kofi Kingston just got ass whooped. Received a choke slam. No, that wasn't just it. It wasn't good enough for Kane. He did a tombstone as well to Kofi and left him in the ring. Went. And then I think Bo Dallas came back in the ring slowly, and he tells Kofi not to worry because he will be back on his feet in on time and better than ever. And
all he has to do is leave.
And he says all Kofi and the fans have to do is leave. That's all you have to do. He will be stronger than ever. Then he'll fly next time. He'll chase the walls and whatever. But that was it, really, pretty much. Kane, I like what Kane did. He just came out and choked. So it wouldn't have been nice if he whooped Bo Dallas ass. Pretty much, it would be nice. And then I wonder who will be leaving now. But anyway, we move now to Billy Rock.
Yeah.
Opinion on it, really?
I'm happy the match didn't happen. Well, Dallas probably would have won anyways, but it was great. King came out and just should have chokeslammed Bo Dallas, but he got Kofi and then two stones on the blood. Hey, what you gonna do? This match didn't happen.
Yeah, thank God it didn't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too exciting. But we move to now Paul.
Yeah, I was not excited to see that. When Kane's music hit, I was so relieved that we weren't going to see a match. Of course, Bo Dallas hung out on the outskirts of ringside while Kofi took a beating from Kane, a chokeslam followed by a tombstone, and went in there and cut one of his cheesy, inspirational promos, and took a little shot at the Blackhawks fans and the Chicago crowd, but he did get a little bit of a reception from them, whether it be positive or negative. He still did get a reaction, which is always good in wrestling. It's when you don't get a reaction, it's bad. But I really was upset that they did that. I think wasn't it because of some shot Kofi said on Twitter or something like that he got attacked by Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't understand it. I didn't even see the tweet.
Yeah, it was because of the tweet. So.
Yeah, it was a social media angle they did with Kofi tweeting and Kane going out there. And all that bullshit. Like I said, this segment really didn't need to happen. I would rather have seen Big E versus Rusev get an extra 5 minutes into their match.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was just a pointless overall. It was just they could have saved it even for the Divas match to be much longer than it was. But yeah, as you said, I didn't know about it. You just said you know, something about Twitter because he tweeted something. Stephanie McMahon, I think, maybe she wasn't happy, and she sent Kane to do her dirty work. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much to say about that. So we can continue to move along to the was it the IC title match? Or was it the third match or the fourth match? Yeah, so the IC title match between Rob Van Dam against the IC holder, Bad News Barrett. Overall, it's a good match. Really, I liked it. It was a good match. But he did say at the beginning, he got some bad news for people. If you want to see RVD leave with the title, he says someone needs to put RVD down tonight, and the Bullhammer will send RVD out permanent vacation. So, I'm not gonna. I thought that was good news, but yeah, overall the quality of the match was really done well. You had the ECW chants because of RVD. Because he did that, out of the ring, he did the springboard moonsault. But yeah, overall it was a good match. Obviously, Bad News Barrett was going to win, did win, because RVD was going for the split-legged moonsault, missed. He had the knees up, Barrett, and then he got up and then bang, ball hammer, I would say it's the best finisher right now in WWE. I love it. I like it. It's really good. But yeah, he wins. Still IC champion. RVD puts him over. Maybe, I don't know, maybe down the line RVD might get a rematch clause. We'll see. Overall, I like the match. It's good. So we move to Billy. You have your say.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match. They got good chemistry. Obviously, RVD wasn't going to win. Because they're giving back there a really good big push as the IC champion. Maybe it might be a rematch down the line. I don't know. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Because RVD has a 90-day contract, so I don't know.
But he could still have a title. He could still have a title, and if he's, he could be a short one. It doesn't have to be a month.
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe. And we now move to thoughts on the match.
A big thing most people didn't realize in his promo in the beginning was he mentioned two things that he wouldn't expect to get mentioned PG or at WWE, but he came out, he said what did he say? I believe it was everyone here tonight that thinks RVD is going to leave the Intercontinental Champion, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. He says that, and then he goes, because after tonight, RVD will be no more. He says his contract expires or something like that, and he said something after that, and then he said, sometimes you need to put down the Alibaba, talking about RVD and his weed problem. So I thought that was hilarious. Nobody else caught on to that except me, really. But yeah, he made a weed reference on the pay-per-view. But going into the match, of course, we all picked Bad News Barrett to retain the title. He's only had it for about 2 months now. So I enjoyed the match. I thought it was alright. Van Dam can still go in the ring, and I thought they put on a good show. The match had good flow to it, a couple cool spots. Told a good story for what it was. But yeah, we're not going to see much more of RVD after last night. He'll maybe have he might have a week or two left in his contract. I'm not exactly sure what it's really going to boil down to when his exact date of departure is from the WWE contract and his 90-day contract signing. But like I said, good match, solid match. Nothing bad, nothing wow. But
no,
otherwise I enjoyed it. It made RVD the incredible wrestler. Bad News Barrett look more legit getting over him last night. So yeah, it's giving Barrett more momentum in his title reign and making him look like a stronger champion. So I'm all for it. That's why I love our enhancement talent. I love when guys like Chris Jericho come back because they make you guys look so much better.
People said Barrett would look weak in that match, like he wasn't performing really good.
They said it was what?
Yeah, Barrett wasn't performing really good in ring. He needs some more training.
He needs more training.
What are you talking about?
Barrett was weak. Oh god.
He's still developing the character, but you
But
know,
I disagree.
the right direction though now.
I think he's performed very well since he
He's
has
better now.
this gimmick.
For God's sakes, give the guy a shot. It's way better than the Winds of Change promo. I want to talk about the Winds of Change. It's so much better
I
than
mean,
that.
it's better when he started, and it's better even. There was what's the other one called? It was the Barrett Barrage or something.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah.
Barrett Barrage.
It was like he used his gimmick for what he used to do, no bucking fighting. So
Yeah. So I don't understand.
like this is better than this. The Bad News Barrett is way better than this. So.
He's got the attitude. He's got the chip on the shoulder. He has the mic skills. He has the in-ring ability. He has the look. He's the
He
total
could be-
package. He's going
he
to
could
be
be
a
a top
great
heel.
starter.
He'd be a top heel actually. He gets a reaction. So.
He has to get more like deviant and maniacal in his approach to the character. He's more of a funny bad guy.
But he can get that. You can see he has that attitude, as you says, and he can be serious. He's not a joke, so he can develop. Obviously, he's developing, and in his ring abilities, I don't see him needed any training. And he's done that with FCW and NXT,
Yeah.
and he performs good matches. I don't see why he needs to.
He don't need training. He's good.
I know a few who need it, but he doesn't need it at all.
As a pro wrestler, you're always a student, no matter who you are. Look at guys that have been wrestling forever, like John Cena, and like just guys in the indie scene like Claudio or Cesaro, whatever you want to call him. Like you're still a student of the game. You still keep on learning day by day. You learn something new every day, in my opinion. And you should never get to the point where like you think you know everything and just stop and just you always should be working on something new. You should always be trained, no matter how established you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure people would disagree, but
yeah, I mean, obviously he goes to the gym and does other things, maybe training, maybe he does go perform center here and there. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt him. Does it or not? So.
I don't think he needs more training. He just needs to keep practicing, and he'll get better.
Yeah, I mean,
when I say training, I think it's someone who's just learning it and just getting into this business.
Yeah. I mean, on the mic, he doesn't need any training. No.
He just needs to work on what he's got right now. He's doing well with himself. There's nothing. I don't see any problem with his character. He's a strong Carter.
I think and then I think he will be in the main event. I think he should.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt him working some main event matches or feuds.
Yeah. I hope he's like the first British champion in the WWE because he definitely deserves it, in my opinion. I think he can be. Maybe can be one of those top heroes. Just saying can. But,
what about Adrian Neville? Is Adrian Neville British?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
in champion, so you're getting there.
Yep.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Paige is from Britain. She's got a title. There's a lot.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're creeping. Yeah. We're overtaking the Americans.
All they need now is like a British tag team. That's really good.
Well, they released two guys like Oliver Gray, I think, in NXT, and Benny Brooks.
Yeah, I remember that.
They didn't really get a chance. But,
Wasn't they like the first NXT tag team champion?
well, Oliver Gray was.
Yeah.
Benny Birch was just a jobber. But,
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to the Payback review. So, following that match between following the big RVD and the Bad News Barrett match, it was a segment with Stephanie McMahon coming out. She get boos, heavy boos, of course. She says tonight's going to be a historic night, and asks if Daniel Bryan will come down to if Daniel Bryan will do the right thing and surrender the World Heavyweight title. She calls obviously Daniel Bryan out, gets a big pop. Comes up with Bella, of course, his wife. Now, she says she's glad. Stephanie McMahon says she's glad to see Brie came out, and she said Bryan has to put he and his wife in an unfortunate predicament, and she says one day if they make convincing some weird bearded babies. And she says what he needs to think of example he's setting right now. know, she asked also if Daniel Bryan was going to do the right thing by his wife or be selfish. And then she says and then obviously there was a big, massive CM Punk chant, you know, when she was talking, and she obviously knew about it, she heard about it, and then she said about it, and she says, you know, see, the fans want Bryan to quit, just like CM Punk did. I mean, and then she says she's tired of this, hang over the title or Brie gets fired. And then she says, Bryan then says, I hope so Stephanie kids are watching so they can see the mother is militaristic, self-centered. And then Brie says, and then Bryan said, oh, what's that word we're looking for? Oh, yeah. And Brie said, a bitch. We never heard it before. Okay. And then the crowd said, yes. Huh?
The way they did it, I enjoyed it. I thought that was funny.
I don't know, the way they kind of seem like cheesy, you know, corny.
And then we come to the end, you know, she said, Brie was, Brie takes the mic, well, Ryan said, you know, I've got to do it, you know, we're going to hand over the title, and then fans trying said no, and then, Brie, yeah, she took the mic, she refused to be powerless victim. Brie says, Stephanie McMahon doesn't control her, and says that she doesn't. She does because she works for her. But then Stephanie goes to take actions on Brie, but Brie quits. She just yells and quits. Say, "I quit," and then slaps Stephanie, and then Stephanie didn't do anything. Her face was like, her face expression was like embarrassed, pretty angry inside. I'm sure, angry, but she just left the ring. You know, she just walked out. She didn't do anything. I thought there was something that was going to happen, and then Daniel Bryan and Brie was just celebrating, saying yes, and that was it. I mean, nothing. So Brie's quit. So I guess Brie's now out of WWE. We know, not really, but she's out, and Daniel Bryan's still champion. So yeah. Your thoughts? So your thoughts on that, Billy? Overall, the segment.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent segment. Obviously, Steve was looking for the title, so Bree just quit. So, and Stephanie got slapped and ran away, ran up the ramp to the back. Yeah, for all the people who said that she pissed her pants, she didn't. That part of her dress, it was darker in the back. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I had mixed reactions. I thought it was good at some points, and some points, you know, it was okay. But I did like it. You know, she did say CM Punk. A lot of people got excited. Yeah, she could say what she wants, but yeah. But we moved to Paul. So, your opinion on that? Opinion of the segment.
Yeah, you know, Stephanie making the CM Punk reference, you know, that was the second shot they took at him that night, and the Chicago crowd ate it up, man. They were really adding gasoline to the fire last night with the CM Punk references. But that's all right, I have no problem with it. You know, them acknowledging it did help diminish the chance and bring the focus back to the show in general. You know, I actually enjoyed this segment despite the majority of fans' reaction to it. I was entertained by it. I thought it was well done. You know, where she called her a bitch, I enjoyed that, you know.
Yeah.
She goes, I quit, and Stephanie sat there laughing in her face for like 10 seconds, and Brie just bitch smacked her. And, you know, at that moment, Stephanie felt embarrassed, she felt degraded, she felt, you know, belittled, and, you know, she must have definitely been demoralized getting slapped by an employee when you're the boss in front of a live pay-per-view. So, yeah, definitely degraded. But, you know, I enjoyed the segment, I really did. You know, like I said last night in the prediction show, I don't see Daniel Bryan surrendering his titles unless the injury is far worse than expected. And, you know, him holding on to the titles, I'm stretching this out. I think he's going to be, I see him back in the ring in the next 3 weeks. But, yeah, overall, I enjoyed this segment, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. And, you know, now we have an angle going on with Brie and Stephanie, so let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, because it's not the end of it. We still don't know what's going to happen with the title, if he's really, you know, if he's really can compete or he can't compete, because if the injury is really serious and if he's out for months, I don't know what they're going to do. But we'll see what happens. I mean, if he can compete still, I guess. I don't know who's going to feud with.
Right.
I don't know. It's not going to be Kane, unless maybe he'll come into play, but I don't think it'll be Kane. We'll
Hopefully
see.
they don't go with the last resort and use Orton because he still has his rematch clause from WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe John Cena might get involved.
Oh no.
I know. I wish.
I'm telling you, ever since John Cena Bray Wyatt started, Cena is actually I'm able to watch the guy. You know, he's doing good in this feud. Bray Wyatt's making him look better than he is, and it's working. So
I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, maybe it should end at least SummerSlam or maybe Money in the Bank, something like that. It should end because I don't want to drag it
it's
too
been
long.
quite a while now. I see it ending in a month. I think the next
Yeah.
pay-per-view will end.
Yeah, at least Money in the Bank should be. I think that should be the final curtains. But yeah, so good segment. So we'll see what happens on Raw tonight. So let's move on to now the last man standing match, which I thought would be a bit more down the card, but it was John Cena, of course, against Bray Wyatt, the guard, he calls himself. You know, Cena obviously has mixed reactions, but you know Bray Wyatt had. You know, he's over. He's got that reaction. He has those cell phones. You know, in the audience, they're obviously following the buzzers. I am. But, you know, this match, you know, for last man standing in a PG era, it was good. You know, it started. To be honest with you, it did start very slow for me, and then it picked up. I don't know when a little bit when the Usos interfered and the first time with the Usos and Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt, it made it more interesting. I thought it was, you know, it had some good spots. You know, one of the Usos, Jey Usos, did a hip attack outside to Eric Rowan, you know, through the table. That was pretty cool. And even though Michael Cole botched, you know, we're not listening, Michael Cole. Don't worry, we don't know. Botchamania always happens. He said double J Usos. He meant to say J and also Jimmy. He must have forgot about Jimmy, doesn't he? But no, not little Jimmy. But yeah, and the other cool spot it was in the match was when Luke Harper did the suplex from the ring through the table with Jimmy Uso. That was really cool. I like that spot. You know, he had some cool spots, good match, and then also John Cena with the steel steps from the ring to Bray Wyatt, who was outside, just throws him in the face. He knocked the hell out of him. I thought, is he alive? I mean, any human being would not even get up from that. I mean,
God,
I didn't know how he got up from that. He's God, maybe. He's superhuman. How did he do it? I just thought, I was shocked. I was like, how it was. Yes, they did have some holy shit chants from the crowd. Seeing John Cena was looking around and pretty surprised at the chants, but yeah, they really had some cool spots, and obviously, you know, at the end, you know, Cena wins. You know, there was the FU, the attitude adjustment to the box breaks when it's like near the stage area, and then he brought another box down on top of him onto Bray. Even though there's like a gap, there's a hole there, I still thought Bray could come out. You know, he could have came out, but Cena stands top of him and does, you know, he's torn. I thought, why you have to do that? I mean, it was a terrible, bad enough he won the match, but he had to do that as a finish. It was just terrible, stupid, corny. You know, I felt really sick, but I was angry and furious, really. But hey, but still, you know, it did hurt Bray Wyatt pretty much. It really did. No, he didn't bury him, but it did hurt his character, his momentum overall. But Cena didn't need to win, but he did. Same old shit. be honest. He comes out Superman. But the feud won't end. I think it will end Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Hopefully, this time Bray kicks his ass, actually wins cleaning, and Cena does lose. But we'll see. Anyway, that's my opinion. We'll go to Billy. Billy, yeah, thoughts on the match and
Yeah, but I thought it was
the ending.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match until the ending. There's a couple cool spots they had, like Cena throwing steps at Bray, Jay taking the table to the head by Luke Harper, and then
Yeah.
I think Luke Harper or everyone went to the table. And that suplex they did to
Yeah, it was one of Jimmy Uso, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, overall it was a good match until the ending when they literally buried Bray inside the box.
Yeah.
That was kind of stupid.
What is it? Coffin? He's gonna try to be.
That's what I said. Is that a coffin? Maybe it's a fucking
Secret
buried
coffin
alive
underneath.
match. Buried alive match, but with no dirt.
Just so corny. It's just terrible. It was
This is better.
very corny. But, anyway, we move to now. Have your say now, Paul? And the ending.
I have my opinion to this is very similar to Mick Foley's and what he posted on his Facebook and throughout the online world. But you know, just like him, I'm a really big believer in, it's not if you lose, it's how you lose. Just because you lost doesn't mean you can't steal the show. There's plenty of guys that had matches, they lost the match, and they outperformed and out exceeded their partner or their opponent in that match. And Bray Wyatt did that last night. He did lose, but he outperformed John Cena. And the words he speaks are true, and his character is as legit as they get. Probably the fastest rising star in WWE, in my opinion, at the moment. He is the fastest rising star. And, there's going to be a lot of big things to come from him, In my opinion, they added all these different aspects to the match with the Usos getting involved twice, Wyatt's getting involved twice, the tables, the chairs, just
And about, I think I forgot to say one thing there. When Bray, I think, throws himself to the barricade, he just breaks and Cena. You remember that spot? Yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought that was it. I thought it was E10.
But in my opinion, Cena doesn't really have a match that really stands out unless there's all these, there has to be stipulations in the match, there has to be interferences, and there has to be all these different aspects added to it to make it flow and to make the quality of it better. In my opinion, he needs all those other things in there to make it look better. But for what they did, I thought they had a really good match, and in my opinion, it was not match of the night, but it was very close. I thought they all did well, not just John Cena and Bray Wyatt, but the Wyatt family and the Usos as well. They added to the match, and they were both teams were a huge asset in the quality of that match. So, I enjoyed it. Like I said in the beginning, it's not how you lose. It's not if you lose, it's how you lose. And Bray Wyatt's gonna come back. He's gonna be stronger than ever tonight. And expect a great promo tonight. Expect most likely a John Cena beatdown or some mind games of some sort. So John Cena might have won another battle, but the war still continues. And Bray Wyatt will be on top of the mountain when the war is over. So, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I remember saying last night, I couldn't picture Cena staying down for a 10 count.
No. He stayed up to, was it 8 count or 7?
Yeah.
He didn't even get to 9. He didn't even get, and Bray got to 9 a few times. He didn't even get up to 9. So.
They had to pick him up and stuff, and shit. Made him look. They make him look so weak for such a top heel.
I know. I felt that spot you just said didn't annoy me. Just why they have to do that? I mean,
look how they made Rusev look in the Big E versus Rusev match. They made Rusev look like a top strong heel. That's what they should be doing with Bray. He should be getting pissed like that.
No, yeah. I mean, they didn't see the Usos pick up Cena. It's just I don't know. As you said, Paul, it's not about, about winning or losing. It's about if you shined on the night and he did perform better than Cena, but, he did really well, Bray Wyatt. He did perform a good match. He does do good matches. And also, of course, the Usos and the Luke Harper and Eric Rowan did add something to the mix. So, they're going to be in the title hunt with the Wyatt family will be in the title hunt against the Usos. Maybe tonight, maybe down the line, I'm not sure. But it's looking good, but it's not the end for Bray. He maybe won the battle, Cena, but I think Bray Wyatt's going to win the war in the end.
Because the funny thing is, every time Cena beats Bray comes on TV the next night laughing, saying, if you took me on and you beat me, then why am I so happy right now, John? Like, no matter if you beat the guy, that's the thing. Maybe that's why he's lost to Cena last night. Because the loss doesn't really mean anything. Because he fires back the next day so great, people completely forget about the loss.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely correct myself in that point of view. But
Yeah.
like he's ready to go. Like tonight, once he starts talking, people start believing him, and no one even remembers last night anymore. And it's like
It's not about today, not about tomorrow. Yesterday.
Because what was it? It was maybe 3 weeks or a month ago, and there was a Bray's gonna kill you chant. Did they do? Was it Bray Wyatt they did that with?
Yeah. He's a UK crowd. It was when we were saying it. Yeah. Oh, maybe a European crowd. Yeah, something like that. It's like it reminds me of when Samoa Joe's gonna kill you. It's like a little bit of that. But yeah.
I think Bray's gonna take it to a whole nother level of creepy soon. Like he's gonna start getting like twisted and maniacal and evil, more evil than he already is at least.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he did get into Cena's head at one stage. I did say when he picked up that steel chair, Cena, he didn't look right. He looked like a bit of a monster, and he looked at himself. I think he was thinking about it. He was like, oh, should I hit him? Yeah.
No, don't hit him with the steel chair. Throw 50-pound fucking steel steps at his face. What do you mean?
I know. It's like, why? Yeah, why did he didn't think about doing that with the steel steps, but he thought about it with the chair.
I gotta tell you, man. I'm not I like blood in wrestling. I just don't care. I don't care if it's not there, and I don't like if it's overdone. It's just nice to see once in a while for certain things. And when he got hit with those steel steps, that would have been even though he was bleeding a little bit from the mouth, that was a real cut. But it would have been nice.
Was bleeding.
Whole face covered in blood and still fighting Cena. That would have been badass. I think that would have been a perfect time for it.
Sorry, PG doesn't allow that.
Should, but look, I'm not expecting all the time. I'm just like matches like Hell in a Cell, Last Man Standing, the perfect matches. And Cena did get some blood at the back of his elbow. I think he did.
Yeah, in the last month, like at least 8 different superstars have been busted open.
It's a few. Daniel Bryan had it.
Just a little blood, it's nothing.
Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, Sheamus had it.
But it's nothing compared when Cena was bleeding against JBL in the last match.
I know.
Or Eddie Guerrero.
That's the best you're gonna get.
That was
Eddie Guerrero.
shit.
Chair shot.
What about when John Cena gets Brock Lesnar? That was quite bloody.
Yeah, so face was all fucking bleeding.
But that was PG though. That was PG. They can do it. They can.
I think it really depends on the wrestler in the match and if he could pitch it and let them allow it.
I think CM Punk tried to do it. He brought a blade with him once. Didn't work. But yeah, it depends on the superstar. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see Cena ever. I don't see he won't turn blood. As a one. But anyway, let's move on now. Said about any last thoughts? No. Move on.
No.
I think we said everything we said. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for Bray Wyatt to fire back tonight, and it's going to be good.
So we've got 2 matches left to say. So we got now the Divas match. It was on the line. It was Paige defending the title against Alicia Fox. Foxy mad. Paige got a decent pop. She did get a pop. People said there were rumours that she would get booed. Maybe because she pinned AJ.
No, what the fuck?
I don't know why she would get booed.
How fears you if you're a real wrestler?
Yeah. I mean, they said Sheamus and Paige would get booed, but
no, even Sheamus got cheered at first, and they started booing him later on. But
I don't understand that. I didn't get that.
Sheamus isn't that bad. I don't mind him at all.
No.
He's okay.
It's just his character is very stale.
Yeah, it really is. It's the character. His in-ring
And
ability.
he just can't be a face. He needs to be a heel. But I like him when he's a heel. But anyway, get back to the Divas match. Overall, it was a good Divas match. Yeah, it wasn't very long. They had better matches between them before on Raw, SmackDown. It wasn't their best match, but it was still a good match. I still enjoyed it, and in the end, Paige, she did win the match. It's called it says here Scorpion Crosslock, but it's not that anymore. It's the STO, I presume.
PTO. I think it is.
PTO, yeah, it's PTO, man. PTO.
Tap out or something like that.
Yeah, Paige tap out.
Something like that.
Yeah, they said it today. I think in the dirt sheet it said Paige tap out. That's what, which is kind of a really stupid lame name. I prefer Scorpion Crosslock. I think that's a better spare
At
name.
first, I thought it was stood for the Page Takeover, but I don't
That's
know.
the finisher. That's not the song. That's the other one.
Yes.
Oh, the base turner.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
I said Takeover.
Oh, take it.
Yeah, that's not a bad name. They should better not change that. But
I thought it was though.
yeah, it's fine. But yeah, sometimes we get mixed up with the names. But
Well,
but, Paige, what do you say?
I didn't even know they renamed her move until you guys told me on the one of the older shows from about 5 days ago. I didn't even know they did
They
that.
renamed it one of the shows.
The only time I found out was when I think Michael Cole said a different name, said PTO or something. That's when I found out. I was like, really? It's called PTO? I thought it was the Scorpion Crosslock.
That's vintage Page. No,
That's not. She's not been there too long, so it's not yet vintage. But yeah, overall, it was a good quality match. I enjoyed it. Should have been longer. I mean, I would replace that with the Bo Dallas, Kofi Kingston. The match that didn't happen, but yeah. After the match, pretty much she got a little bit crazy. Not much crazy, Alicia Fox, but she just a little tiff, and she goes. I don't know if she will probably if there'll be a rematch, maybe. We'll see who she's going to feud next with. But anyway, your opinion on that match, Doc?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match. I knew Alicia Fox was going to tap out. She was going to pin her. Yeah, it was a really good match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, pretty much. And you, Paul, your thoughts on it?
No, I thought it was an alright match. I didn't really have a problem with it. It wasn't really good or really bad. It was neutral for me. It was in the middle. You know, there wasn't really anything that stuck out to me or really wowed me. You know, I thought it had good fun. It kept a good pace. You know, they were on the same page. They have good chemistry together. No pun intended. But you know, I think they went in there with the mindset that they have to top Natalya versus Charlotte. And, you know, that's not going to happen. They had like a 20-minute time slot. You guys got like 8-9 minutes, and, you know, you're trying to cram all this stuff in there, and it's just going to look like a spot fest. It's not gonna play out right. But, you know, that's my only thing. You know, I honestly think that maybe they were a little head over heels trying to top another match when they don't need to worry about that match. They need to worry about their match that they're having tonight. But you know, it could have influenced the quality of the match, in my opinion. Who knows if that's what they were thinking, or maybe they could care less about the NXT Takeover match. But you know, I thought it could have been better, but it was still okay. It's better than Divas Division had before Paige debuted.
It's better than having Total Divas on the show, now having that.
Yeah. Once AJ
that.
back, it's gonna be awesome. Paige AJ feud is gonna be great because they're gonna actually get talking time and stuff like that on the mic, and that's not something the Divas get.
That's got to be really good.
Fire back at each other verbally, and it's gonna be.
Paige is not good on the mic. She's only good in the ring.
Well, she could
not
actually
bad.
do something without stuttering or messing up like the majority of divas.
Yeah,
She's not that bad. She's alright. She's getting. She's trying to get better, but
No, yeah, she's getting. There's definitely improvement.
yeah.
And for where she's at in her age right now,
She's only 21.
one of the best women wrestlers of all time.
She's
Like
a
it or not.
wrestler. She just
21 years old.
Yeah, but she's got time to, be a good, as AJ or even better AJ on the mic. She's still very young. Yeah.
Even AJ has a lot left in the tank. She just turned 28 years old. She's gonna be going for a while.
Exactly, man. Maybe at that age, when she was 21, she wasn't that good.
You know what someone said who's better on the mic, Dean Ambrose or AJ?
Dean Ambrose or who?
And AJ Lee.
Dean Ambrose? What kind of question is that?
I ignore that, so let's move on to the last, before Raw starts quickly. The main event of the night was a no holds bars elimination match between the Shield versus Evolution. It didn't stole the show like the last pay-per-view Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules, it had a better match, but still it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Even though Batista came out with a kind of odd ring attire, Triple H kind of looked at him and was a bit bizarre, thinking, what you're wearing. Might as well call him Blue Batista now, but pretty much that. But who cares about what he's wearing? It's about the match quality overall. It was really what stand out. You know, they did well. You know, it had Seth Rollins did the spot in the top of the big screen. On top of that, he jumped and did the crossbody to was it Triple H and Batista and Randy Orton. I think the Mambos was in the mix. That was a really good spot. Like I said, he's like a ninja or Spider-Man. Yeah, they did a good spot there. You know, in the end, obviously they had some kendo sticks in the match. You know, Reigns had some marks in the back of him. He must have hurt so bad. God. Pretty much. But yeah, they did put Reigns in an announce table, the triple powerbomb. The Evolution did their own version of it, laid out Roman Reigns. They try and get back in the game. Then I think one stage, that's it. And then firstly, Reigns in the end done the spear first to Batista, and then Seth Rollins cover him. And that was it. And then one by one, Evolution members was falling. Next was Randy Orton. Dean Ambrose did the Dirty D's onto the steel chair, which was a surprise. Each one was gone, and then it was down to Triple H left, and then Batista interfered again, speared I think Reigns, and then left. Reigns, and then I think Randy Orton passed Triple H the sledgehammer. He knocked out Dean Ambrose. Gonna knock out Roman Reigns. Then the spear came. Spears Triple H, gets the win. Shield wins. Kind of predicted that, and overall it was a good match, good spots. Enjoyed it. I think that's it. That the feud must be ended now because Shield's won two. Well, no, they won the battle, they won the war, so nothing for the Shield to accomplish. They beat Evolution twice. Plainly, really. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And now Batista will be heading to the movies. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, now we move to Billy. Your thoughts on it? Quickly.
I thought it was a really good match. There's a lot of cool spots with Seth Rollins, that crossbody, getting pedigree into the chair, getting hit by the monster. Yeah, it was pretty overall. It was a good match for me. I predicted Shield was going to win it.
Yeah, I mean, Seth Rollins actually, I was going to say, before he's Triple H going to try and do a sledgehammer to Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins jumped from the ropes, he did hit the knee to Triple H, and then he speared it.
Which left Triple H for the black eye tonight on Raw.
Oh my God.
He does.
Need him in the eye.
Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. So anyway, we'll quickly go to your thoughts on it, Paul.
No, it wasn't, in my opinion, as good as the match they had at Extreme Rules. I thought the match at Extreme Rules had a lot better flow to it, and they had better chemistry going into it. But nonetheless, it was still a great match. In my opinion, it stole the show. That's just my preference. I thought it was a little bit better than Wyatt Cena.
Yeah.
Some good spots in the match. Evolution wasn't looking to win. They were looking to take the Shield at once and for all. And ultimately, that became their downfall in them losing the match because they weren't worried about pinning these guys. They were trying to take them out for good and end their careers. And that became their biggest downfall in the match because Shield rallied back and ended up taking them out. And they didn't just take them out. It was a clean sweep. They took the whole series right there.
One by one. I was really shocked about that. Yeah. Didn't think that was going to happen.
I enjoyed it. I really did. I can't wait to see what happens tonight on Raw. One thing I thought was hilarious because Dean Ambrose took a sledgehammer shot towards the end of the match, and
yeah, he did.
At the fucking post show press conference, he's passed out on the table.
Yeah, I remember that. That's funny.
I love Dean Ambrose. He's hilarious.
I saw a screen print of that. It looked quite funny. I didn't actually see in the post show, but I did see the screen print of it. That was funny.
I'm literally gonna go back after Raw tonight just to see that because I only saw the picture as well.
Yeah, I want to see the video. If someone would give me the link, that'd be nice. So I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll find it. And there were some great spots in that match. Really brutal. They were getting backdropped on concrete and fucking dirty D's in the chairs, and
Yeah.
Seth Rollins flying, 15, 20 feet from the top of the Titantron cross body and taking out all those men. And,
Oh my god.
the ending to it was great with Triple H being the last man, eating the flying knee from Rollins, counteracted into the spear by Reigns for the 1, 2, 3. And as a cohesive unit, these guys are solid. They have the best chemistry in a faction I've seen, just arguably in the history of wrestling, in my opinion. People could fight me down to the end of the day thing. In my opinion, as far as factions goes, in-ring ability, as far as faction goes, and in-ring ability, I think these guys have the best chemistry in the history of wrestling. Overall,
Yeah.
I did enjoy the match, and like I said, not as good as the Extreme Rules one, but still stole the show last night at Payback. So yeah, I was happy, and overall, I'll give Payback 8.5, 8 3/4, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad pay. It was a really good pay-per-view. Yeah, there was some match was good, not like great, but as you said, I guess out of all the matches, that the Shield match of Evolution was the match for the night.
with Bray Wyatt and Cena not far behind.
Not far behind. No, that was a good match too. Sheamus and Cesaro was a good match, and Barrett and RVD. And the Divas match was good as well. But
Solid card.
yeah, it was solid cards. Not really bad matches, really. But yeah, so I'm going to give an 8 to Payback. What about you, Billy?
What? What happened?
He's
Billy
daydreaming.
likes the Bullet Club.
Dude, I'm paying attention in a row. I'm sorry. It's getting
I
really
paused
intense.
for until we were
I know,
done.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's
Alright, I'll give Payback an 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
pretty much. Yeah, you want to do your plug-in now quickly?
Yeah, you can like me on Twitter, Brett Larson, so you can like my Facebook page, Wrestling World.
Yeah, pretty much. And you, Paul?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at the _Arabian Wolf, or add me on Facebook at Paul Jazer.
Yeah, you better do that. And of course, like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. Follow us on Twitter at PWF as well. And join our group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, discussing about wrestling. And of course, subscribe and spread the word, tell friends and wrestling fans to about us and see what they think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the show, guys. Share it, like it, and so from the guys from PWF, we'll see you. Enjoy your work. Good night.